Definitely agree.
Now on to something else, which is kind of tying into what Massacre 3 and what URL has been doing lately. Should we honestly just expect surprise battles now? Should we? I feel like this is just a trend that now, like, because the whole Blackout is the card where we just don't know who it is, right? We just don't know who's battling who for KOTD. And URL's been doing the surprise battles. Is this something that's just going to be for every league, I guess, to try to get try to get that money? What do you think, Queen?
I think that this is definitely something we need to expect, and it's definitely something that I think that will continue. I think the leagues benefit a lot off of these surprise battles. I think that it's something that the fans enjoy as well. You know what I'm saying? I remember walking into Gnome 7. I had missed Queen's Flip battle, thank God. But as I'm walking in, I see Mike P and I see Twerk, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then by the time I realize, like, I'm knee deep in the battle, so I think it's really dope. You know what I'm saying? On URL, you know, their cards are usually good. I can't say that this, you know, I don't know. I feel like the Diz and Hollow battle kind of deterred me a little bit. Like, I kind of lost the hype I felt for the Hollow battle, but I think URL definitely does a good job with the surprise battles. I think it's definitely, like I said, I think it helps the league definitely get off these tickets even more. It builds the hype even more because you never know what to expect. So I definitely think we're going to see this continue in battle rap culture for sure.
That's true. That's going to be a lot of money coming away, especially with that pay-per-view dropping for Born Legacy Supreme. So y'all go cop that, by the way, that Born Legacy Supreme joint. Now, X, what do you think? Should we just expect these from now on? Is this just going to be a thing that URL and KOTD do?
Yeah, I definitely think they need to keep this trend going because it's, to kind of feed off what Queen was saying. I think it's good for even the people that's at the battles, or even more better for the people that's actually there because, man, when you hear like a surprise battle, like you just like, oh my God, and it just boosts the energy. It just boosts the energy that's in the building. So yeah, man, I think that trend needs to continue and don't stop, honestly, until it just get worn down. So yeah, whoever came up with that was a brilliant idea. So yeah, man, I like it.
Well, I don't know if anybody's noticed a little trend lately with these surprise battles or overall, but there's been a lot of fan requested type battles. I don't know. URL's been doing a lot more polling as of lately. You know, it's a lot of battlers getting tagged in these polls that URL is doing, saying, you know, would you guys like to see this, you know, or what battle would you rather see? And they're actually listening. So my assumptions from now on are like these surprise battles are pretty much going to keep going, and it's just going to be something that the fans pretty much get to pick. Maybe when you're in the building you don't even realize it, but I can guarantee you go back on your Twitter after that event is over, take a look at the polls. You're probably going to notice that one of the surprise battle was probably one that won the poll. So URL is listening. So keep requesting these damn battles, and we might get some nice surprise ones soon. So I do think it does affect the battlers, though, as far as prep time, or at least the comfortability of knowing that they're going to be on stage. Because we all noticed New Jersey Twerk wasn't too, I guess, poised on that stage. Mike P looked a lot more poised than New Jersey Twerk in that surprise battle. I feel like since Twerk didn't realize that the crowd didn't realize that Twerk was going to battle, I don't think he knew how he was going to be received anyway. He was waiting for a lot of reactions and whatnot. I think he just kind of overthought it. So that's probably the only negative part about it. But, yeah, keep these surprise battles coming. But onward to one thing, particularly. Me and X been talking about this, and URL just did a poll about this not actually a couple hours ago. Let's revisit Hollow versus Charlie Clips. I had Hollow winning 2-1, clearly.
Thanks.
All right?
Thanks.
And it was the first round, and it was actually I want to say it was the second and third. I can't remember. It's the round that Clips. Listen. It was the round that Clips had that little personal attack against Cortez, the Chambers. I believe that was the second round, I wanted to say.
Yeah, that was the second.
Yeah, that fell flat. It wasn't good. It just wasn't.
Yeah,
Third round, Charlie Clips was doing his thing. I don't know. I mean, talk to me, X. Me and you've been debating about this, and I definitely want Queen to jump in on this. But me and you've been definitely going back and forth about this. You said you had Clips winning. Why the fuck do you got Clips winning?
Yeah, I had Clips. with the 2-1. The battle clearly come down to the first round. Clips clearly took the third. Hollow clearly took the second. When he brought out the little T-shirts and he said that he didn't have the LLC and all that stuff. So the battle comes down to the first round for me. Now Hollow first I didn't personally like it, but he had some of the stuff was the predict when he said something about you could predict his lines, and I personally thought that the angle with Clips and him hiding in the house, I didn't like. I mean, I'm just speaking for me, not nobody else. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. It wasn't funny to me. So now you go to Clips first round. I think Clips first. It wasn't just over crazy. It wasn't crazy, but I think his bars was. I liked his bars better. His first round. That's why I edged him the first round. So I had Clips winning the first, Clips winning the third, and Hollow taking the second. But I'm not mad at people that say Hollow won because I can see people saying, "Oh, Hollow took the first." So that's just my opinion. I think Hollow lost 2-1. I think Clips beat him.
Well, I'm mad that you got Clips 2-1 anyway because that's some party shit
mad.
right there. All right.
You can be mad, man.
I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, you gonna have to, man.
Man, talk some sense into this motherfucker, X. Queen, talk some sense into X right now.
I just tried to, man. I just tried to talk to you.
I mean, the only way that I could really break down Clips versus Hollow is just, as the late great Rex said, it's just not gonna equal up to this real shit. Like you said, Hollow, the angle that he came at him with, taking his slogan, the T-shirts, breaking down how he's predictable. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
they in battle rap bitches and whatnot. You like bitches with
like
bars?
it's
come on,
yeah,
man.
like he came at him with personals. He came at him with personals that were actually true. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not saying that Clips isn't a great battle rapper. Like, I never want to take anything away from his legacy. But like I said earlier, I was talking about this on my timeline. Clips just got to a point where he went too much comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these little mediocre setups and these little mediocre schemes that you're talking about. Like you said, you're talking about how you help. Cortez has a LOM shirt on. You talking about how you helped him in his house and all this other dumb shit that nobody cares about. Like, you got to talk to the person that's in front of you. And when you taking a name like Hollow, I just felt like he really didn't come with enough. He didn't come with enough to really say, like, okay, like, I'm edging you, I'm taking this round. Was it funny? Yes. Did he take the crowd? Absolutely, like he always does. But it just didn't equal up to that real shit Hollow was talking about. Like, Hollow takes good angles, you know what I'm saying? And he just solidified. I don't know how anybody could give it to Clips. That always confuses me. Somebody on my timeline did mention, though, that the reason Clips started joking so much is because he just felt like he could do anything on stage because nobody was beating him. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. But if you come for Hollow like that, like even his opening, I think his opening line was, if something about if you beat up my grandmother, we gonna jump your mom. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, what?
That was fucking corny. Like, he just be saying corny, funny shit, and everybody gives it to him. So, I don't know. I just didn't feel like that was enough to come against Hollow.
Go ahead. Throw it in there.
Let me speak my piece, man. Because when he opened his roundup with that was a rebuttal when Hollow slammed, I guess, the $1,000 on the he said, I bet you 1,000 large bucks in real life my mama will fuck your mama up. That was a rebuttal to that. talk about when Hollow opened up his first round. He said something I didn't show up to this battle because I got bit by a bee. Like, first of all, you don't even get bit by bees; they sting you. So, duh, everybody knows that. So, when you go to yeah, man. So, yeah, let's since we got a nitpick, let's go to Hollow's. Was it his third? When he was just that was bad. He was just trying to like roast on Clips, like saying, "Oh, your back is fat, and you got so much fat on your back fat."
You can't tell me you weren't fucking dying when you were talking about how he wasn't eating cupcakes. It was a mistake. He was actually literally drinking a cup of cake.
Was the phrase drinking cake?
Now we debating jokes.
That was fucking hilarious. And then he said, what was it? He ate half the week. He was eating that Ruby Tuesdays and Fridays. He damn near ate half the week. That was fucking hilarious. Clips went less earth in the third round, bro. Like, that wasn't even like, just like Hollow clearly took the second. Like, I mean, I think that Hollow, his third was like ass, bro. Like, I mean, like, he had like a couple funny lines, but like, what bars can you quote from his third round? Like, in a battle like that? Like, what bars I'll
can
give you the third. But the first and the second, like, Hollow broke down Clips in the first. He literally went ahead and tore apart his whole style, his whole getup, his whole, like, basically that aura that Clips got. He can literally feel like he can bullshit up on there, because I won't front. There's probably so many battles that I gave to Clips, right? And if I go back and watch it and just not focus on Clips, if I just, like, close my eyes and just listen to Clips, right, I'm probably going to go ahead and say Clips lost that battle. Because there's something about Clips when he's on stage, he does this thing where he's able to control the crowd and anybody watching him. I don't know how he does it.
Exactly.
He's definitely the best at projecting his lines. Vocal projection is, like, he's definitely the king of that. He can talk to any crowd, and whatever he says is hot. And I get blindsided by that. But when it came to this Hollow Clips joint, no, that wasn't gonna happen. Not against Hollow. You're not doing that bullshit against Hollow. You better come with it if you're facing Hollow. Message to disaster.
So well, answer this question then. So why is it okay for Hollow to come with the bullshit against Clips? Because he came with the same corny shit himself. Like, it's like,
because it's executed way better on Hollow's end. It's executed way better.
And I'm glad you said that, X, because look at the difference, though. You said that Hollow started saying corny shit and jokes in his third. That's the third round. Okay, by the time you get to your third, if you want to throw some jokes and some fillers in there, I understand. But you got Clips who is opening with jokes. He's filling his whole, like, damn near 25 to 45% of his round with jokes. Like, and he's swaying the crowd. So, like you said, I really feel like when you in the building, Clips is almost always going to take it. But if you go back and you watch these rounds and you really you don't even got to get crazy and dissect anything. But if you just look at the quality of the lines and these rounds against each other, you can't tell me that Clips is really coming with some shit. Like, he's giving you the most mediocre bars so that you can get it, you can laugh, or you can understand it. But it's not enough.
That's right, bro. Like, you just described Tay-Rock. He give you the most mediocre bras, and then it's like, oh my God.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
We're not. No. You're not doing this. You're not getting away with that bullshit. No.
Like, you telling me Tay-Rock? Come on, bro. Like, what does Tay-Rock say that go over your head? Like,
that's the thing. It don't have to go over my head. It has to be so nice.
Listen. I'm not saying go over your head, but like, what's fire that Tay-Rock say? Like, that's just not like. I mean, everything that Tay-Rock say is like, oh, okay. I mean, that's hard, but like, it ain't nothing just like super duper crazy. Like, come on, bro. Like,
nice quote from Hollow.
Like, when you're listening to Charlie rap, you don't make, when you listen to a battle, right, and you make that crazy face and like that sound like that, you're not doing listening to Clips. You're doing that listening to rock. You're doing that listening to Hollow, like getting bar attacks. I call it heart attacks, bar attacks. Like, you're going to catch a couple bar attacks listening to them.
Yeah.
You're not catching a bar attack no more listening to Charlie. You're going to laugh. You're going to joke and all that. But you're not going to scrunch up your face like, you're not doing that.
I can't agree with you because I just did that. I mean, it was a 2-on-2, but when in the third he was talking to Suge, like, it was like some
That's
some
true.
shit, man. Like, he was giving. I mean, Suge even got like to the point where he put hands on Clips because them bars was like touching him like that. Like them bars was in his feelings.
That's
like,
true.
They was inside.
Yeah, don't get me to talking about 2-on-2s. I'm not a fan of 2-on-2s, and I feel like battle rappers help each other right in 2-on-2s, so I'm not even with the 2-on-2 lifestyle. But I think that's interesting that you say that because he knew in the 2-on-2, whoever's with you, they're making sure that you come with some shit. You can't come with that mediocre shit on the 2-on-2. Your other battler is gonna be like, bro, we gotta make this better.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just like the Clips. I mean, he was talking to the Suge. Like, I mean, that's what.
If we get that clip, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That clip for 3 rounds?
Yeah, but we don't get that clips often. We just don't get that. We don't get the full clip off.
Third from Clips half the time. So what are we talking about here?
You say what?
I said we half the time don't get a full third from Clips. So what exactly are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true. I'm
and
not
that's
arguing.
very
Look, this how I think was Clips versus Hollow. Like, now we like going in on Clips, like, but I agree. Like, we don't. I think if Clips give you 3 full rounds, then I mean, I don't think it's anybody in battle rap that I'm not gonna say this, but it's not that many people that can beat him with Clips for 3 full rounds.
I can agree with that, but since he doesn't, we're gonna have to say a lot of motherfucking battlers can be Clips right now, unfortunately, right?
I'm not telling Clips to give it up.
Point?
But if he ain't saying some shit that I said I ain't telling Clips to give it up, but if he ain't saying some shit we can relate to.
That's a fact. And I mean, I gotta handle the fact that him being on Wild and Out has to take a little bit away from it. Well, I can't obviously not to the Hollow battle, but now it's a little bit different. The Suge situation with him actually talking to Suge like that was definitely a clip I want to go ahead and see, but we can't. We're probably not going to get that.